It was back in April of this year that 19-year-old Francine Bogg from Hull won the Radio Times Rally Crest 91. She beat 16 men and 3 women to win a season's rally sponsorship and the chance to enter Britain's premier international rally, the Lombard RAC. Francine's dream come true began with a presentation by her heroine, Ladies World Rally Champion Louise Aitken-Walker.
I started when I was about 16, 17 for a pass and driving test. And my dad used to rally quite a bit, obviously, and it sort of like took me up as well with it, really. I used to watch the Lombard RAC every year, and I knew that when I passed my test, that's what I wanted to do.
Despite a busy schedule, Francine neatly combines driving and everyday work. But it takes more than a little imagination to see any similarity between driving a diesel pickup around Hull and tackling a tough rally stage. But she does try very hard indeed. When she's not rallying, she's swimming, or playing squash, or water skiing. Any fast-moving sport will do. But her nightly workouts now become essential. The rigours of rallying would be a real shock to those of us who only drive to work and back each day.
It's very demanding on your whole self. I always find that after a rally out I'm exhausted, although I feel like I've done absolutely nothing. And this helps you an awful lot, obviously, because I had a bit of an accident the other day on a rally and I had to run nearly a quarter of a mile and run back again, and it helps you an awful lot.
But it takes more than a few press-ups to compete with these boys on the Lombard RAC. Just to get her international licence, Francine's had to complete 5 national rallies, which meant finishing every event she's entered, at all costs.
It's gone very well now. She's shown a lot of promise. She's finished all the events that we've competed in. The last one, it was a bit touch and go whether we were going to finish, but we managed to get the car back on its wheels and get towards the finish.
Well, it was the first stage of the border rally, I think it was a month or so back, and I was getting a little bit ambitious because I felt I was doing quite well on it, and there's a slight bend in the road coming towards flying finish, and I felt I could grab a few more seconds if I didn't brake at all, and it just flicked the car slightly, and we actually went through the flying finish, got up a bank, and it just dropped onto its roof, so I got my time anyway, which is the most important.
Once she'd got her licence, she had only one chance to use it on an international rally before the Lombard, on the Audi Sport Rally, starting here in Telford. It was a big jump for Francine, but at scrutineering there were no nerves in evidence. While the scrutineers checked the car, her main concern seemed to be what she was going to wear.
I've got a new helmet as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's got bigger?
Yeah.
More room?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's in to come with you?
Early morning, and top drivers like Colin McRae were completing the first stage. Further back in the field, at number 63, Francine was ready for the off.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. 45 right.
With nearly as many stage miles to complete as in all her other rallies to date, this was a major test of physical and mental fitness. At first, things went smoothly. Although not as fast as the leading drivers, Francine made reasonable time and paced herself well.
Drive right, bit tight here. Down to a hairpin right, tight hairpin right. Second arrows. Okay, nice, novel right. Back you go, backwards, backwards. That's it. Take it steady. And further, that's it, then straight through. Okay. Okay, slight left.
Unfazed by a mere spin, it was into the first service stop at Machynlleth and a chance for the mechanics to check the car over.
We've got our moments. We had a spin or two, but it's fairly well. It's a little bit rough, obviously, because I haven't done a bit for a while. I was just getting back into it, really.
But back on the road again, she was unable to get properly back into it.
90 left here. 45 right. Caution over a crest.
Sadly, just as she was finding form, the Nova was definitely losing it. Now the problem was just making it to the next service stop, in the hope that the mechanics could find and solve the problem quickly, so that she could make up some lost time.
Well, we've got a bit of a misfire low down. It's not pulling at all. It's not even pulling in second. So we've got a little knocking on the suspension at that side as well, which is pretty bad because you're dragging over a lot. So we've got to sort it all out and it should be all right.
Francine, as ever, was calm and optimistic, and soon the Nova was sounding a lot sweeter. In the remaining stages, she did make up some time. From a field of 63, she finished second last, but 29 cars didn't finish at all. And if she hadn't had car problems, she'd certainly have been placed higher. With the Lombard RAC now clearly in sight, Francine can approach it with some confidence.
I'm really looking forward to it. If this is a little taster of one day, I'm looking forward to the rest of it.